Imagine a military machine so versatile that it could glide across water, fire its main gun while floating, and take down enemy tanks with precision, all in the middle of a battlefield. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? Well, this vehicle wasn't a Hollywood invention, but a real-life tank destroyer that played a key role in Sweden's defense strategy during the Cold War. In this video, we're diving into the remarkable story of the IKV-91, a tank destroyer unlike any other. From its unique design to its incredible firepower, we'll reveal why this machine was a game-changer for Sweden's military. If you're into military history or just love learning about powerful machines, then this is the video you've been waiting for. Stay with us to the end as we explore every detail of this Cold War icon. In the shadow of the Cold War, Europe was on edge, and the threat of a large-scale, ground-based conflict loomed over many nations. Sweden, with its geographical proximity to the Soviet Union, could not afford to sit idly by. The Swedish army needed a vehicle that could adapt to the country's challenging terrains and quickly respond to any potential invasion. This is where the IKV-91 came into the picture. The IKV-91, short for Infanterikanon 91, was no ordinary tank destroyer. It was designed with a unique set of features that made it ideal for the Swedish landscape. Developed by Hägglund and Söner, this vehicle borrowed some of its components from the successful PBV-302 armored personnel carrier. By using proven parts, Sweden was able to accelerate the development of the IKV-91 and ensure its reliability on the battlefield. What made the IKV-91 stand out was its impressive versatility. For a start, it was amphibious, meaning it could cross rivers and lakes without needing a bridge. Not only could it move through water, but it could also fire its 90mm Bofors main gun while floating. Imagine a tank destroyer that could attack its enemies while gliding across the water. This was a rare capability that gave the IKV-91 a distinct advantage over many other military vehicles of its time. The IKV-91 wasn't just designed to float, it was fast. Powered by a turbocharged 6-cylinder diesel engine, it could reach speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour on roads. This speed, combined with its Agile suspension system, allowed the vehicle to traverse the tough, Arctic-like terrain found in parts of Sweden. Snow, mud, and uneven landscapes were no match for the IKV-91's advanced design. Despite its compact size, the IKV-91 was operated by a crew of 4, a driver, commander, gunner, and loader. Each crew member had a specific role to play, and together they made the IKV-91 a lethal force on the battlefield. The driver sat in the front left hull, while the commander, gunner, and loader occupied the turret and fighting compartment at the center of the vehicle. The rear housed the engine, which contributed to the vehicle's balanced structure. One of the most impressive aspects of the IKV-91 was its main armament, the 90mm Bofors L/54 KV-90S 73 series rifled gun. This gun wasn't just for show. It was capable of firing a variety of projectiles, including high-explosive HE rounds, high-explosive anti-tank, heat shells, and armor-piercing EP rounds. These options allowed the crew to engage nearly any battlefield threat, whether it was enemy infantry, tanks, or fortifications. The fire control system on the IKV-91 was highly advanced for its time. Equipped with a digital fire control system, the vehicle had a first-shot, first-kill capability, which meant it could fire with extreme accuracy even while moving. This was a game-changer, as the ability to shoot on the move gave the IKV-91 a major advantage over stationary or slower-moving targets. A well-trained crew could fire up to 8 rounds per minute, making this vehicle a formidable opponent on the battlefield. The IKV-91 wasn't just about offense. It also had solid defensive features. Its armor could withstand small arms fire and even direct hits from 20mm projectiles. Though not heavily armored like some tanks, its speed, agility, and ability to fire on the move made it hard to pin down. If the crew found themselves under heavy attack, they could deploy smoke grenades from the turret-mounted launchers to obscure their position and make a quick getaway. Another interesting feature was the inclusion of machine guns. The ICV-91 had two M/39 light machine guns, one mounted coaxially alongside the main gun, and another on the turret roof. The coaxial gun wasn't just used for anti-infantry purposes. It also helped the crew range the main gun before laser rangefinders became standard. This meant that before the use of advanced technology, the machine gun was used to find the perfect range for the main gun's shots. Over time, the ICV-91 saw several upgrades. Night vision was standard, allowing the vehicle to operate in low-light or nighttime conditions. Additionally, grenade launchers and other features were integrated into the design to enhance its combat effectiveness. These upgrades ensured that the ICV-91 remained relevant even as newer technologies and vehicles emerged. While the ICV-91 was an incredibly capable vehicle, it never saw combat, as Sweden maintained a policy of neutrality throughout the Cold War. However, the vehicle's mere presence acted as a deterrent, signaling to potential aggressors that Sweden was prepared to defend itself if necessary. In total, 212 ICV-91s were produced between 1975 and 1978, serving the Swedish Army until they were phased out in the early 2000s. The ICV-91 was eventually replaced by the CV-90 family of tracked vehicles, which featured more advanced technologies and larger calibers. However, the ICV-91's legacy remained strong, particularly in Sweden, where it represented a crucial part of the nation's Cold War defense strategy. Though proposals were made for a version of the ICV-91 equipped with a 105mm gun and a dedicated anti-tank missile variant, neither came to fruition. Still, the ICV-91's 90mm gun was more than adequate for its role during the period it was in service. What makes the story of the ICV-91 so interesting is its combination of speed, versatility, and firepower. While most tank destroyers of the era were either heavily armored or lightly armed, the ICV-91 struck a balance that allowed it to perform multiple roles. Whether on land or in water, the ICV-91 was always ready for action. The ICV-91 may no longer be in active service, but its legacy lives on in Sweden's military history. It was a vehicle that embodied innovation, combining features like amphibious capability, advanced fire control, and impressive firepower. Its story is a reminder that even during tense times like the Cold War, technological advancements can create machines that seem almost futuristic. If you enjoyed learning about the ICV-91 and its unique capabilities, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We cover more fascinating topics like this, so don't miss out. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment below about your favorite military vehicle or any questions you have. We'd love to hear your thoughts.